Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McCullough. This is tomorrow's transfers today. It's Friday night. We're bringing you Saturday's newspapers today. Friday night, you're getting Saturday's newspapers. How much more do you want? Obviously, in recent seasons, recent years, we have done MUFC transfer daily every day throughout the transfer window, but we're cranking it up a little bit this year. And if you haven't noticed, we are doing tomorrow's transfers today. This is the third or fourth time I've been on. Gaz and Steve have been doing it too. But I'm back today to bring you more news. More news. We've got one confirmed out. Unfortunately, I haven't got it up on my screen at the moment. But I did have the frame. Producer Chris is going to be having kittens right now. He's going to be having kittens right about now. That I never changed the slide, but I promise it will be changed for the next stream. If producer Chris says, I'll change it right now. I'll change it right now if you want. Go on. Give me the word in the comments, producer Chris, and I will change it. Anyway, moving on from that. Today we are talking Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Alvaro Morata. We're talking Felipe Anderson, Gelson Martins, even Perisic. So some new names popping up this summer. Felipe Anderson, Gelson Martins. I know we've covered them before, but they're new for me this summer. And then we got Perisic and Morata who have popped up already. But first things first, and we're going to talk about Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yes, our 6'5" big Swedish hero. He is leaving Manchester United. It has been confirmed now that Zlatan Ibrahimovic will not have his contract renewed. He will not have his contract renewed and he will leave Manchester United. Yes, Zlatan Ibrahimovic will not get his contract renewed. Positives for him are that he will be allowed to continue his rehabilitation at Carrington, at Old Trafford, at the medical facilities of Manchester United. So he will get to do that. Some people are saying, you never know, he could sign a new contract once he gets himself fit. But I don't think we will see Zlatan Ibrahimovic be playing for Manchester United ever again. He hasn't been offered a contract. I can totally understand it because he's on big wages. He's not going to be playing football for us. So you've got to be saying he's not going to be playing again, and this is the right decision. But of course, you want to see him return to action. You want to see him return to football. And you hope that he can find his feet like he did last time. But it's going to be very difficult for him to recover from the injury that he has got. And obviously, I hope he gets a speedy recovery and finds a club as well. But yeah, Zlatan Ibrahimovic will no longer be playing for Manchester United. I did have the graphic. I do apologise. Firstly to producer Chris, but secondly to the Full Time Devils faithful. I apologise. The graphic will be changed from the next tomorrow's transfers today. So now we're going to hit those back pages of tomorrow's newspapers. What's going to be in them? Is it going to be Morata? It is going to be Morata, but we'll talk about him later. But also, Felipe Anderson is in the sun. The scum. The scum are talking about Felipe Anderson. We won't call them by the name that goes on the front. We will call them as the scum, as they are. And they are saying Felipe Anderson is a Manchester United target. And this all comes around because he has said he dreams of playing for Manchester United. Now, this is the only thing I've ever heard. I dream of playing for Manchester United. If I make an announcement right now on tomorrow's transfers today, on Full Time Devils, to the 350 odd, 60, 70,000 whatever subs, that I dream of playing for Manchester United, will that become a rumour? Will that become a thing? Because I do dream of playing for Man United. Is it going to happen? I'm not too sure. We've got over 1,000 people in here at the moment, so thank you all for getting involved. Make sure you slap that like button. Give it a big like. Go, 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 go. Hit that like button. It won't delay anything. And of course, hit that subscribe button. If you are new to the channel, welcome if you're new. If you're old, welcome back. Were you with me earlier on today when we did the live stream about Zlatan Ibrahimovic? If you want more reaction to that Zlatan Ibrahimovic news, then make sure you head over to that video as soon as we are finished here. We did a video earlier on today which was live, but you can still watch that back. So next up, we're not having that scum news. The scum, Felipe Anderson to United. I'm not having any of that. Are you guys? Rate it out of 10 in the comments below. Go on, rate it out of 10. Do it, do it, do it. Next up, we've got, is it Gelson? How do you say his name? Gelson Martins. Gelson Martin. How do you say his name? Anyway, the Daily Star are saying that Manchester United have joined the race with Liverpool for Gelson Martins, or Gelson Martins, however you say it. I'm not having this one either. Firstly, the Daily Star, don't they usually have like random headlines about the most weirdest and strangest of things? You guys are giving them you guys are giving the Felipe Anderson some ratings. The transfer rumour. I've seen loads of zeros. I've seen a -10. I've seen a 2. I've seen a 1. So it seems like you're not having any of that one. What about Martins from Sporting? Do you think he will sign for Manchester United? Do you think there's anything in this Daily Star news which will be hitting the newspapers tomorrow? They've got their rumours from Ojogo, if that's how you say it. The Portuguese outlet, Ojogo. Daily Star is shite, says someone. The comments are moving very, very quickly, but I do agree with you, mate. It is shite. Ben Lewis says, where is the Adam McCullough plug? You're right, mate. We've got 1,000 people in here. Let's tell them, 1,000 people, guys. I've got news. Subscribe to Adam McCullough TV, youtube.com/Adam McCullough. 1,000 of you in here. I'm sure 500 of you can go and do it. So, guys, we're talking Gelson Martins. Yous lot ain't having none of it. Adam Suresh says F the Star. Alexander's not having any of it. Daily Star is Gash, says Uge Agbi. Zero says Munagawa. Ji-Sung Park returns, someone says. Ji-Sung Park. Park, wherever you may be. Right, we're moving on now. How are you guys doing, by the way? How are you guys doing? Are you all good, yeah? What are you making of tomorrow's transfers today, by the way? Are you enjoying tomorrow's transfers today? Are you enjoying finding out what's in the newspapers a day before they're in the newspapers? You know why that is? Because they're online the night before. But now we're giving them to you the night before. We're not giving them to you at 8 o'clock in the morning when I'm half asleep and I can't be asked to do the video. We're giving them you right now. Someone says it's a lie and he's not coming to United. So let's get rid of that Felipe Anderson, the scum story. Let's get rid of the Stars story. We're moving on now to Perisic and Fabrizio Romano, who works for Damasio, has reported that United have made a new bid for Ivan Perisic of 40 million euros. Inter Milan have refused, but United are still in negotiations for the Croatians. Apparently they want 55 to 60 million euros for him. He's not worth that. United have offered around 35 million pounds, which is 40 million euros for the player. It would be interesting. I'll be honest, if I had to predict who United would sign right now, I'd go with Morata, Perisic, Lindelof, and one more. That's who I think United are going to sign. And that's being realistic. Perisic is something that hasn't gone away. It seems that Inter Milan do need to sell. So Manchester United aren't really willing to push their bid that much higher. United know that Inter Milan need to raise the money. So they're relaxed with that situation. And I imagine United have just left the offer on the table and are waiting for Inter Milan to crack. I do think they'll crack. Danny's a fan of Perisic. He says Perisic is sick. Perisic? Maybe. No, that's a proper dad joke, isn't it? Fabinho, says someone. He could be the fourth player that I missed out. Darren says Fabinho. Adam McCullough TV Club says Che Booth. Yes, mate. Welcome back to Full Time Devils. Perisic, 8 out of 10 for £36 million. Someone said that, and then the comments have moved on very, very quickly. So, guys, how are you doing? What are you making of this Perisic move? Do you think it will be on, or are you putting it in the bin with Martins and Felipe Anderson. What are we doing? Tomorrow's transfers today. Are we sticking with Perisic? Are we keeping this around? Chop Game Studio says Perisic is not consistent. Perisic is mad, says Kofi. No, says Thomas. What happened to James, says Brandon. As I've said many times before on Full Time Devils and on my own channel, youtube.com/Adam McCullough. As I've said before, I don't think James Rodriguez is going to happen. I don't think Jose Mourinho is interested. I think that's something that the Spanish press and his agent are pushing. I think Real Madrid have told him to look for a new club. I wouldn't be surprised if James Rodriguez wants to come to United. I wouldn't be surprised if Ed Woodward is interested in making it happen. But I just don't see it happening. He doesn't strike me as a player that Jose Mourinho would sign. So I'm not going for that one. Anyway, Perisic, what are you guys saying? You on it for Perisic or not? Are you on it for Perisic? Yes? No? Mbappe ain't going to happen. People saying Mbappe, come on, get that out of your head, guys. He's not coming to United. Ridwan says, has anyone seen Lloris's blunder? I have seen the blunder as well. James to PSG, possibly. Producer wants you to call him. I'm waiting for him to call me. He still hasn't done it. Don't know what's going on with that douche. Apparently he's got news for me and he ain't calling me. What's going on? Someone said yes, class. 7 out of 10 from St. Colombo. Teelan says yes. 6 says Tierch. Kevin says yes. No. Few people said no. Mbappe is the surprise as Zach. I don't think Mbappe is happening. At least if Mbappe was happening, I don't think we would sign Morata as well. So, yeah, moving on from Perisic. I think a lot of us think that one's going to happen. But at the moment, obviously, we're waiting for that one to go through. It could be a case where we see the Morata, Lindelof and Perisic deals all get announced at once. Jose Mourinho has been known to get his business done and get done early. So, be interesting to see how that one goes. And finally, moving on to that Morata news that I did promise you guys. The Morata news was coming in from Spanish radio station Onda Cero, who are believed to be pretty reliable, but you never know, probably not. And they are saying that Man United have agreed a fee now of £64 million for Alvaro Morata. So United have agreed a fee of £64 million for Alvaro Morata. At least that's what Undersero was saying. Now, earlier on, we had heard that Manchester United had agreed terms with Alvaro Morata on a contract believed to be 5 years. And if that's the case, it seems like this deal is moving along very, very quickly. At the moment, though, it's not confirmed. We're still waiting for confirmation. I'm still waiting for this call from producer Chris. It ain't happening at the moment, so we'll just hold on. He may have some new transfer news for us. Here we go. Yo, producer Chris. Okay. The scum. Hmm. Okay, so his mate in Sweden. Oh shit. Okay, cool. Wicked. Got it. Right. Breaking news from the rag that we don't mention, the scum. Yes, they have spoken to Victor Lindelof's mate in Stockholm. Bizarre. And he is saying that Victor Lindelof will sign and complete a deal at Manchester United next Wednesday once his international duty has finished. So that is what Victor Lindelof's Swedish mate in Stockholm is saying about Victor Lindelof. He's going to complete his move to Man United next Wednesday. It is in the scum though, as I was saying. And Undersero are also saying that Alvaro Morata fee has been agreed, £64 million. Earlier on, we heard reports that Alvaro Morata was going to join Manchester United. He had agreed terms. We were just waiting for the fee. And now, under Cero are saying that fee has been agreed. So we could get a few deals pushed through the door in the next week or two. We could have Perisic, Lindelof, Morata signed up for Manchester United in the next few weeks. And I think that would be at least half or at least 60% of our transfer business done. And I do think those three names will come in, but they are not confirmed yet. And we're still waiting for confirmation. But as I was telling you, in tomorrow's transfers today, the scum are linking Felipe Anderson with a move to Manchester United. They're saying Victor Lindelof's mate in Sweden, in Stockholm, is saying the move will be completed next Wednesday. Daily Star are linking Gelson Martins with Manchester United. That isn't going to happen. He's been linked to Liverpool. Is this a case of another player that's going to go to Liverpool? And because the Daily Star have linked him to Manchester United, they're then going to say, oh, United got rejected by this player. Oh, please do one, the Daily Star. And then, of course, we had the DiMarzio reporter saying that the bid of €40 million, £35 million had been tabled for Perisic, but Inter Milan want more. And of course, Under Cero saying a deal has been agreed for Alvaro Morata of £64 million. And this comes after a day of reports where they said that personal terms had been agreed with the player, and people like Sky Sports were reporting that as well. So lots and lots of action going on, and that's without even mentioning the likes of Belotti and Ibrahimovic being confirmed as a Manchester United player that will not be in red next season, as his contract will not be renewed when it expires at the end of this month. Guys, this has been tomorrow's transfers today. I've been Adam McCullough. This has been Full Time Devils. Make sure you subscribe to Full Time Devils. Get your comments in below on all the stories we've spoken about today. And of course, subscribe as well to youtube.com/Adam McCullough. For now though, guys, I'm Adam McCullough. I'm out of here.